This is Vulcan factory. Two Vulcans coming together side by side. There we are.
More done than they actually are.
Beautiful. Well, with a bit of help from my friends, got started on the Vulcan today. So here it is as it stands. We've got the centre section stuck together. The EDF is glued into position. You can see it in there. Spars, carbon spars are in. We had to make some holes on the sides and between these points here, and fed this wire through, the servo wire through, using this wire and a bit of string. Pulled the wire through here, made another hole here and pulled that through to the front. You can see the two servo wires there. The speed controller's sitting in place, all plugged in, and the motor in fact can't be removed now, it's stuck in. So it's looking good. It's been a few weeks, I've had a few other distractions, but I'm back into it again now. So we'll just show you here what it's looking like. We've got a couple of wing pieces that are taking shape. This piece joined to this piece, this to this, this and this piece here. I've done this for both of the wings now. Also the fuselage, we've had the engine joined, the front to the middle and the rear fuselage, and the tail cone are all in. Actually this rudder fin is just sitting here at the moment, but that will be easy to put in, it fits beautifully. But what I've found is that there was a little problem here with fitting the wing to the fuselage. I'll just show you what the issue is. This took a while working with Dom and Tim to try and work out what's going on here, but you'll see when I fit this and line it up that there's actually about a millimetre gap at the front there. It's not matching perfectly between the fuselage and the wing itself. And by checking with against Tim's model, which he's making in parallel, and taking some measurements, we ascertained that the fuselage is actually slightly longer than was intended, and hence this alignment is not quite right. So what I'm going to do to get around this, I'm not going to attach these wings with magnets either, which is the normal way to do this. What I'm going to do is cut some 3mm Depron. I've already tried this out, as you can see here. Cut this Depron and shape it and make a little bit of a fillet that can fill that gap. So if I put this back on, you'll see it should fit nicely then. Oops, that's wrong way round. It's the wrong wing. This is the bit we need. Right wing. We'll put this piece on top. Come around. You'll see the intention then is to make a nice smooth join So this plane will have slightly wider, bigger wingspan. This is going to add 3 mils each side, so it'll be 6 mils wider. Although I must say the actual original is tended to have detachable wings anyway, so there was this sort of fillet, but that's quite a bit thinner than 3 mils. So yeah, my one will be a little, have a slightly larger wingspan, but it should fit nicely. And just to give you a tip, Tim commented that it was easier to build these with two people, so you get another pair of hands when you're lining up and gluing these bits together. What I found is that for myself, just working on my own, putting this together, the best way for me to do it is actually to just sit the bottom part on flat level surface. Got the door shut so there's no breeze blowing, and then what I do is I actually just put some glue. This is the medium CA. It's the Hobby King medium CA. I put that all the way around the edge and down along those join lines. Sit it on top and then line it up with my fingers. Make sure it's aligned at the front and perfectly aligned along the wingspan there. And then once it's sitting nice, gravity's doing all the work of making it sit there, I just get my accelerator and give it a couple squirts to sort of tack join it on this side and then the other side. And in no time it's got a really good strong bond, and then I can lift it up and finish the job. Which in my case, what I have done, and I've done these with these other joins, is I spray it with the accelerator the rest of the way round to get that initial bond set. And then what I've done is I've actually put another line of CA along to fill any gaps that remain, and I wipe that join with some paper towel to remove any blobs, and then I spray again with the accelerator. And that's what I've done thus far in building these two wing halves, and it's worked pretty well. Another pair of hands would certainly help in being able to line things up, but yeah, my solution in working on my own has been to use gravity, and the fact that these things are aligning absolutely beautifully. They're really nicely printed out, so so I don't think there'll be any problem there. So next thing for me to do is to make up these fillets for both sides. I can then attach this part of the wing, and in this case I will actually need to put the entire structure on its side rather than just on the table, and I do that just by getting a box. So that spar is actually it's not fixed in. So I could do it like this, with this on top. That's certainly one way it could be done to feed the wire through the hole I've made. That's the servo wire. So it'll be something like that, and then I'll be able to put the remaining part. This time it will be guided with the help of the spar. when I fit this last bit together. That's actually the wrong way round, it's the wrong wing part. See, this servo needs to be on the top of the wing. So there's really only one way these things can fit. So servo to the top, and I'll just get this and slide it on. And I will glue it and tack it as I've described. I reckon that will do the job nicely. So anyway, here's an update.